Call meeting to order. Make note that notice was given in the manner and time required for the meeting, and make note that all members are present. Young County Commissioners Court, Thursday, August 21st, 2014, 9:34 a.m. If it's all convenient, please stand.
Father, you come here today, just thank you, Father, for another day. Father, thank you for being blessings. Father, thank you for the rain we have received. Father, we ask that you can send us an abundance around. Father, go rest today, Lord, and go through this meeting, and just ask, Father, that you just give us wisdom and understanding, Father, and the order of getting this balanced today, Father. Go with us, Lord, and give us what we ask in all your name.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible.
Thank you very much. Item number 3 on the agenda is second public hearing. Required by Chapter 26. Texas Tax Code. Proof of taxation. First of the public hearings was held in this room, August the 18th, 2014, 9:30 a.m. A tax rate of 0.615700 for $100 valuation has been proposed for adoption by the governing body of Young County local government. This rate exceeds the lower effective lower rollback tax rate, and state law requires that 2 public hearings be held in the governing body before adopting the proposed tax rate. This is the second of those hearings. The hearing formally adopted the budget and set the tax rates for maintenance and operations, for the debt service, and for the is set for Monday, August 25th, 2014, 9:30 a.m. in the Young County Courtroom, 516 4th Street, room 106, Graham, Texas. The rate that may be set may be lower than that proposed, but it cannot be higher. Now, public hearing, read public comments. Is there any choose to speak on offer?
I'm here to learn your watch.
Thank you. Does any board members wish to make any comments with the board?
I might say that we've got a lot to do so far as the learning curve of the public is concerned. And each and every one of us needs, and county government needs to kind of help that. This proposed tax rate has startled a lot of people. Won't know why we've raised taxes. It's not a tax increase, it's only a proposed tax rate. Not the published tax rate, it's not the rate for the year. They fail to understand why we do that. Sometimes I'm so scared of why we do that. But I know that we've got a lot of work to do today on our budget to get the tax rate down. It's both affordable and provides us with funds to operate our county government. So charge each of you with understanding it as good as you can yourself and trying to explain that to the public and service to the public in that regard. That's basically the only reaction I've had on what we've done so far.
No further comments on the motion.
So,
We have a motion by Commissioner Wiley, second by Commissioner Hodges. To close this public hearing, all in favor? Carried. Item number 4, on the agenda, public comments, announcements, and presentations.
If I might. Yes, sir. This past Tuesday, I was fortunate enough to attend a meeting at the Grand Public Library for Connected Texas. Connected Texas is a program that's run by the state of Texas to help increase the broadband availability in communities across the state, with emphasis on rural communities. It seems that most carriers and creators of the backbone infrastructure for internet service would rather put down a line that has 100,000 people per mile than it does having 25 or 30 a mile, which is obvious economics. So we had that huge obstacle in the way of Young County and its growth. We're sitting geographically in such a great location from the Metroplex, but we have no way to service internet-wise those people who might want to live and work here and do their work on the internet, as well as our businesses in the county, for that matter, doing more and more all the time on the internet. So we entered in, after a visit with the chamber down there, the judge and myself attended down in Austin. We decided to enter into this endeavor. When we first filled out the application, we were like 3 points short of certification. Well, now we've come back and we are well over the certification amount, and we've become the second county in the state of Texas with a certification behind Bastrop. Now, you would imagine it might be fairly easy for Bastrop to be certified when they're in the shadow of the state capitol anyway. So for a young county, a rural county of 19,000 people, to become certified in Connected Texas has the potential for being a big deal. Let me explain to you why. All this says is that we have put in place programs and made our public aware that this needs to be done. So what we've basically done is laid the groundwork to get some of the money that the federal government's about to release. The program through the government is going to be similar to REA, when they brought electricity to every home in America. They're going to bring internet to every home in America. That means rural as well as urban. Obviously, rural is now underserved, but there's $400 billion in that account. This puts us first in line in Texas, or near the front of the line, for our suppliers of broadband internet to have the money supplied to them to build the infrastructure and backbone that's necessary for us to acquire the capabilities that we need to grow and prosper in this community. So this is just one step, but it's a big first step. And I congratulate each and every one of you for this. This is really a big deal, knowing that Young County, rural Young County, thank you, Judge. That rural Young County is the second county of 254 in the state of Texas. Texas is a big deal that we have certified for this. Thank all of you. Let's do everything we can to do our part to help this thing move forward. But anyway, I'd like to put this up in the courthouse for a while, if we could, so that everybody can share with us the accomplishment that's been done. And I want to thank Kim and his committee for doing the work that they did. I was on the committee and served just to give them some information about the courthouse, our internet usage, and that sort of thing. Basically, this was dedicated. Not everybody's done it. Young County did. So, congratulations.
I think I'd like to put a place right there, right underneath the clock. He's back.
It's an easy back. We won't have to drill any holes or anything like that. We're also, Cam is going to get some more of those certification medallions, cut size, and we're going to put those on the posts that show the Masonic Lodge, Kiwanis, Rotary Club, Lions Club signs entering into town. So that maybe someone who's got a business out there trying to relocate can see that this community is doing something about that particular need of that business. So it's another feather in our cap.
Your Honor, I'd like to applaud y'all for
what you're doing there with the internet. I can tell you, somebody that's just moved back to this community, I had a heck of a time trying to get internet in my business. I ended up having to pay somebody else that's already got internet because nobody come to me up in my office. And, you know, running a law office without internet, just forget about it. I can't do any research. I can't do any of the filing that most of the courthouses are requiring now electronically. I mean, it puts me out of business not having the internet. And this is something that's great for this community because I think it'll bring you more business. I think it'll grow the community. That's a good thing. Great job, y'all.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Councilman.
That's definitely the situation. And once again, I want to reiterate that this doesn't mean that we're where we need to be. This means we're on our way. And that we are in an advantageous position to get the resources and assets that we are required to do. Eric, do you have anything to say about that? Yay or no? Hooray? You'll see it when you see it?
No, I think it's a great effort, and anything that can assist the connectivity of Graham and the reliability of internet service makes business run so much more smoothly and makes IT professionals' jobs just a hair easier. So to that, I applaud.
Well, I know we've had ISP problems in the past,
We have.
and if this goes a little ways towards helping solve those problems, it's
Absolutely.
certainly worth any effort that we put into it.
I applaud the council for getting everything put together, and Cam Bennett for working so diligently on it, and thank you for bringing it forward.
And to bring things like this to the county and bring the prices down, things, you know, you see on TV the people in Dallas Fort Worth there, you can get internet for $10. It'd be nice to get some.
And that is a decided benefit of it, that we may have increased competition.
Exactly.
Well, I know there'll be a point in time where probably we're going to have to write some grants and things like that to get some of these federal dollars. I'd be willing to volunteer to help with any of that process that y'all would like me to help with. I've done quite a bit of grant writing back in my police.
Like that is.
Oh, hey, all you got to do is ask me, and I'll help any way I can. I came back to be part of this community, and I want to assist it in any way that I can.
Appreciate your comments. Anyone else have them out? I do have one here. I did receive yesterday, kind of late in the afternoon, this proclamation from the governor, which calls the election for state national offices, prosecution. It's file that as record, receiving that, administrative matter.
So that drops the hammer on the election, needs to go.
Everything lined up. Is everything lined up?
They were a little bit slow. Get that out.
Can they use those offices?
It's a little different.
No, he's in Massachusetts. So,
Okay, anything else with, please come up with this announcements?
I have this booklet which outlines what we did and certified for that. I'd like to leave in your office if that's okay. T.
We'll move on to item number 5, and that's consider the county clerk's minutes of the previous meeting in August 18th, 2015. Are there any additions, corrections, deletions?
Something. I think the corrections have been made.
Yeah.
Something on the second. I'll second that.
Motion by Mr. Pruitt, second by Mr. Wiley. To approve those minutes as written. One vote. Carried 5-0. Item of vouchers.
I'll always have vouchers. But I'll make that our vouchers, regular vouchers.
special ones?
No, sir, but I did find out, I think I mentioned to you, I found out about the dispatch, the 850 something.
Yeah, you might have to do
I talked to Marcia about it, Marcia said, let me call her, and so she called her, and, that was for something in dispatch, and then she calls me back, and the lady does, and says, we actually billed you twice, it had a different invoice number and a different amount, and what they done, they took off the mileage of that, so now we have like an $84 credit.
Good.
We didn't pay it. Vouchers today, so we just had court on Monday, so we didn't have that many. Total $15,212.25, and of that $14,506.33 average. It could be pretty close. When I had zero,
So moved, vouchers.
Have a motion by Mr. Pruitt. Second by Mr. Wiley. To approve, payment of vouchers as presented. All in favor? Carried.
I have one budget amendment. This is from, the DA for her part-time. The top part of the budget amendment, after payroll was done, for next Tuesday's payroll, she was short $25.48 in her part-time line. She requested money be moved out of these lines. Now, she had a little extra education because she had employed as not going to in September and the other areas. And then the bottom amendment, if she continued to work him 29 hours for the next two payrolls, that's how much we would need to finish that, to make that line not negative. And it's all out of her budget, you know,
Just put it all in here, but
it's all in her budget, yes. Some of it is from an overtime line, which,
When does, the part-time person get overtime?
no, that wasn't for her, their
No.
overtime, it
I
was
know,
really,
that's just a general question. When does a part-time person?
You should never.
well,
they
if
work over 40 hours.
you do them
They work over 40 days?
in 1
Yeah,
week, it's week by week, so.
State law dictates it would be over 40 hours if I can interject.
So if they put a 14-hour day in and no more that week,
It's 14 hours.
It's 40 hours.
Yeah, it's 40 hour total, and then there's a total for monthly. Now, police and firefighters, they're on a separate.
Yeah, we did them 2 weeks and over 86 hours.
14 days scheduled, 86 hours.
There you go. Judge is right on point.
You should never do that with part-time. 40 hours work week,
well, I mean, if you get something like a secret project,
Yeah, I guess that's true.
4 or 5 12-hour days.
So move on that amendment.
Second.
Well, Mr. Pruitt, now therefore be resolved on motion of Mr. Pruitt, second by Mr. Wiley. All in favor? Or legal. You have anything else to vote?